The following video contains an image of a hideous, buggy thing. Viewer discretion is advised. DeCarl says.
What, man? What? Really what? Huh? Oh, okay. Please give DeCarl one moment. Ooh, DeCarl needs a moment. Ooh, give DeCarl a moment. Ooh, DeCarl needs a moment. Oh, okay. Get it together. And DeCarl also needs help from all of the peeps, because DeCarl saw something today that he's never, and I do mean never, seen before. You see, DeCarl got his handy mop, his trusty broom. DeCarl found a nice duster. DeCarl went and found a nice sponge. And DeCarl even went and got some of that nice smelly stuff to take care of some dirt and some grime, some mold and some mildew. He was there to do some deodorizing and some disinfecting. But what he wasn't ready for was 2 inches of terror that came from behind DeCarl's porcelain throne, also referred to as a toilet, when DeCarl took his broom and he did a little sweepy from behind his porcelain throne. 2 inches of brown striped terror came charging at DeCarl, and all DeCarl wanted to do was stomp a mud hole in that terrorizing thing, this demon bug spawn thing that had to come from the deepest, darkest reaches of Hades, had to have a mud hole stomped in him. So what did DeCarl do? He went and he got his 10.5-inch stinky tinny. But you know what? That didn't work. And then DeCarl said, well, let's go ahead and get his 10.5-inch pseudo Stacy. But that didn't work. DeCarl even went and got his 10.5 inches of pure mud hole stomping power with his pseudo Timberlands. But that didn't work. Why? Because this thing, this demon varmint idiot from Hades has more legs than the cotton-picking Rockettes at Radio City in their chorus line. This thing was scurrying all around. It's scurrying all around the bathroom. It was going all over the place. It was too fast. It was too quick. DeCarl could not catch up with it to stop a mud hole in his teeny, weeny, ugly brain. So DeCarl, being how DeCarl is, locked the door, ran downstairs, and he's so terrified that DeCarl's gonna have to change his underwear when he's done with this video, because this thing scared the living crap out of DeCarl. DeCarl's got a quiver in his liver. His timbers are shivering. His giblets are jiggling. DeCarl does not know what to do with this thing. He doesn't even know what it's called. And he needs the peeps to go into the comments and let him know, what in the name of all that's in good and decent order is this demon spawn bug thing? DeCarl doesn't even know what to say it is. So let's just call it the porcelain potty monster. Yes, DeCarl wants to take care of the porcelain potty monster. DeCarl does not want to go back into that bathroom until that beast has been properly identified, eradicated, and disposed of. DeCarl locked it up in there, and DeCarl's not going to go back in there until that happens. Indeed, DeCarl's going to become one with nature before going back in there. If DeCarl's got to do a number 1 or a number 2, he's going to find his way out, and he's going to go squat next to Squeaky the Squirrel, Ricky the Raccoon, and the posse of possums, and he's going to make his deposits in the bank of bushes that's in his backyard. That's right, DeCarl is not going to go anywhere near fear that ugly thing. If that thing were a baby being born in a hospital, the doctor would slap the mama and then slap the papa before running out of the hospital room, before trying to take care of that little idiot spawn thing from Hades. DeCarl was so scared that he even went down, picked up his phone, dialed a 911, and told the operator that he wants to report a UFO. And the operator said, "You want to report an unidentified flying object?" And DeCarl said, "No, he wants to report an ugly freaking organism that's in his bathroom that needs to be taken care of." So peeps, let DeCarl know what in the world that varmint is. Let DeCarl know, what does it do? Where does it go? Does it wait and hunt for you and wait at your porcelain throne for you to sit down before it nibbles on your tushy? Does it suck your blood? Does it lay eggs in your hair? Does it chase your kids? Is it dangerous for pets? Do they come in pairs? What does that thing do? Where does it go? And tell DeCarl what is it called, so DeCarl can do what he needs to do. Let him know, does he need to call an exterminator or does he need to call an exorcist? Because DeCarl's not going back in there to do any business until that thing is identified, eradicated, and disposed of. And that is that, for DeCarl has spoken.
Join the peeps. Remember to comment, share, and subscribe.